What's up, everyone? It is Sean Evans here with OddsShopper, bringing you another CSGO Underdog Fantasy video for the fourth and final group of the ESL Pro League Season 16 event. We have three great matchups kicking off the weekend for you with Cloud9 versus Movie Star Riders, Eternal Fire versus Evil Geniuses, and Team Liquid versus Furia. We'll go through each series and break down our favorite plays to make one slip for you guys. And so before we do that, make sure you do click the like and subscribe button down below, turn the notifications on. That way you get notified when we do post new videos for you guys. We have week 3 kicking off for the NFL this Sunday, and we also have college football Saturday. So you do not want to miss out on any of the action that we have covered for you. And with that, let's go ahead and let's dive into the CSGO action. First up is going to be obviously the Cloud9 versus Movie Star Riders series, which kicks off at 3:30 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. With this, it's going to be a pretty good battle, I think. Obviously, Cloud9 is the far superior team. They most likely will take first place for this group stage and going into the playoffs. But I do think Movie Star Riders will be able to keep up on the maps that they do play. There is a good chance they do get swept, as Cloud9 is making all the proper adjustments as these maps do move along. And with that, I don't want to start off with any Cloud9 players. Obviously, you have CSGO there at 44 kills, which is doable. But I do think, there's so many players in play for Cloud9. We just want to skip them. Obviously, you have Axel, you have Hobbit, you have Nafany, all these guys that can contribute. And so it does make going after their Underdog fantasy totals a little bit more difficult. But I do want to stick with one spot of the Movie Star Riders team, and that is the newest player on their squad, Martinez, over 37.5 kills. Obviously, with this one, it is going to be, I think, he'll be the main focus for Movie Star Riders. That does keep them into the series. Overall, I don't think he'll be able to win the series for them, but he will keep them competing like we saw today versus Furia on Ancient, where they lost, 16-3. He still put up 14 kills, and then on map 2, he did dominate. And so with that, that is going to be the first play. Due to that, he's holding a 1.15 player rating for the past month. He put up 54 kills versus Team Liquid in 2 maps. Obviously, I think that was a shocker. They came out and they just slammed it to Team Liquid in their face style of play. And then versus Furia, he still put up 41 kills. This is going to be their toughest opponent yet in this event. So it will be nice to see what he can do when the pressure gets building up. But at 37.5 kills, I do want to hop on to that because the upside that Martinez shows is very high, and he is going to be one of the top fraggers for Movie Star Riders. And before we do get into play number 2, remember, if you have yet to sign up for Underdog Fantasy, use promo code STOCHASTIC8, that is the number 8, to match up to $100 of your first deposit. That's free house money to play to make more slips for the NFL weekend on Sunday, even for college football on Saturday, baseball. Obviously, hockey is coming back, so free house money to play. If you have yet to sign up, use promo code STOCHASTIC8. That is the number 8. And now for play number 2, it is going to be the Eternal Fire versus Evil Geniuses. I do think this series is going to be one-sided. Obviously, Evil Geniuses, they have about 15 different players on their roster. This is the Evil Geniuses Blue, I guess, part of the team that is competing at this event. And while obviously you have Breeze and Cirque, it is still going to be pretty challenging for them to get anything flowing. They did show some signs of putting rounds together versus Team Liquid, but overall Team Liquid did dominate them and, completed a sweep versus them. And so with that, I see something happening similar with Eternal Fire, especially with the firepower that they have with XANTARES, Woxic, Emor. It is going to be pretty challenging for Evil Geniuses, I think, to secure a victory in this group stage. I do think they're live dogs here, but I do want to stick with the Eternal Fire side and go with XANTARES over 43.5 kills. Obviously, that is going to be a very high total for anybody to hit, but XANTARES has been pretty dominating this past month. He holds a 1.32 player rating, and he has a kills per round of 0.82. So obviously he is getting his usage in every single round. He is a big part why this Eternal Fire team can stay into competitions, can stay in series. And overall, he has performed pretty well so far. In the first 2 maps versus Furia, he put up 53 kills. And then he put up 58 kills versus Cloud9 and a sweeping loss, which is pretty huge, especially knowing that Cloud9 came back on map to number 2 to complete the sweep. And the other positive sign about this is Evil Geniuses is giving up double-digit kills in maps versus opposing teams right now. They're allowing multiple players to frag, and if they do happen to drag out a map, it just means more upside for XANTARES to keep fragging and keep doing what he's doing. So over 43.5 kills is what I like for the Internal Fire versus Evil Geniuses series. And now for the very last one, it is going to be Team Liquid versus Furia. It is going to be KSCERATO over 39.5 kills. And with that, I do think it is going to be a KSCERATO showing once again. I do think Team Liquid overall takes the series in about 3 maps, but I do think it's going to be pretty good showing once again for KSCERATO. He has been a menace so far this event. It's only been 2 series, I know, but he is holding a 1.48 player rating, and he's holding a 0.95 kills per round. He is everywhere. He is putting kills together. He's playing consistent across the rounds for each, terrorist side and counter-terrorist side. He's not skipping a beat. Obviously, you still have Yuri, who is helping him out, but it really has been a KSCERATO show. And so with that, I want to go over his 39.5 kills mark. I think that's actually pretty doable for him to hit, especially with him putting up 49 kills versus Internal Fire, and then 52 kills versus Movie Star Riders. Obviously, the fragging is there for him. And in the 3 maps that he has faced Team Liquid so far this year, which was before the player break, he's holding a 1.15 player rating versus them. And in the loss that they did have versus Team Liquid in July, he still put up 48 kills. So obviously, KSCERATO is going to be able to make the adjustments. He knows what to do versus Team Liquid. He knows what to do versus these teams so far in this event. They have yet to face Cloud9. And with that, I do think Furia can move on to being 3-0 for this group stage. After tomorrow, it is going to be a battle. I think Furia puts up a fight versus Team Liquid, and we see 3 amazing maps played overall for those first 2 maps of 39.5 kills. I do want to take the over for KSCERATO to enlist it with XANTARES over 43.5 kills and Martinez over 37.5 kills. So make sure you do hit that like and subscribe button down below, turn the notifications on, and that's going to be it. I'm out. Good luck.